Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name's Nastazsa. If you're new here, I'd love it if you would subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to follow me over on Instagram and TikTok if you haven't done so as well. For today's video, we are back doing one of my absolute favorite videos that I've uploaded, but you guys seem to love it too, and that was just top 10 best sofas. So if you haven't seen that original video, I will link it down below for you guys. Definitely check it out. But I figured we would turn that video into an entire series on the channel and just kind of explore a lot of different sofa options, because to me the sofa is a really important purchase and there are so many great ones that you can find nowadays. So I thought I would just turn this into a series. So these are going to be the top 10 best sofas that I found on Amazon. If there are any other brands that you guys want me to do, leave them in the comments down below. I would love to do more for you guys. And without further ado, we could just jump right into it. All right, so the first one is this sectional that I wanted to share because this one is like the perfect dupe for one of my all-time favorites. If you guys saw my last video, or if you guys are just familiar with my channel in general, you guys know my all-time top favorite sofa, if I narrowed it down to one, is the West Elm on D's. However, that sofa has increased in price so much over the years, so much so that I found my original receipt and the price is now 3 times more than what I paid for it a couple years back. So it's just a crazy price point and it's super expensive. I still love that sofa, but if you love the look of it and you want something that's a little bit more realistic and a little bit more budget friendly, in fact, like this one's like half the price of that one. Actually, I think less than half the price. I would definitely check this one out. So I find this to be just like a really great option. I personally have had sofas from this brand before and I know that they are amazing quality. That's why I find that this to be a really great option for that. Again, if you're just looking for a very simplistic, like mid-century modern minimalistic sofa, I feel like this is a really great option, and I feel like this is like the perfect size. When I had my sofa that was this size, it was the perfect mixture between you can have people over and have like a little more additional seating, but it's not like a massive sectional that's going to overpower the space if you don't have too much room. So that is one that I definitely recommend checking out. Next up, this is a really great affordable option if you're looking for something similar to the Cloud sofa. Believe it or not, this one is under $900. I could not believe the price point on this one. I feel like even the one from Target is more expensive now if you get this size. So definitely check this one out. It has absolutely amazing reviews and I just feel like this is a perfect sofa. Honestly, it's a classic. I know a lot of people have it. Some people are like, oh, it's overdone. I personally don't think so, because when you buy this sofa, you can literally transition your space into any different style with this sofa. In my opinion, it's not very specific. So if you want to do mid-century modern and then you move and you decide you want to go completely opposite and you want like farmhouse or boho, or you want to do like Japandi style, like everything can be incorporated with this sofa. So I personally think it's a really great buy. And then on top of that, these Cloud version sofas are really great in terms of resale. So let's say in a few years you decide you want something else, you're gonna be able to sell that and get a decent amount of your money back because they are so popular. Next up is this vegan leather option. So if you guys want to stick with vegan leather, which honestly can be still really great quality, believe it or not, and it's also very easy to keep clean. This is a sofa, if you guys remember, I used this one in a couple room makeovers back. I believe that makeover actually is probably a year old at this point, but this particular one is just really great. It kind of has that sectional look and it can actually split apart in pieces, which is also cool. You can kind of use 2 pieces as like a mini sofa and then use the accent chair if you guys wanted to do that, which is cool. This also comes in a few different colors, and again, just a really great option, and these vegan leather sofas are always so comfortable. Next up, I wanted to incorporate something that was extremely budget friendly, and this one comes in at under $500. So this is the perfect sofa for someone who's moving out for the first time, or if you are just really on a tight budget and you don't want to spend a lot of money, but you still want to get that high-end look for less. To me, this is like the perfect go-to. You cannot beat the price point, and the reviews on this one are absolutely amazing. amazing. So I would definitely check it out. Another great thing about ordering from Amazon is 9 times out of 10, you're not paying for the shipping. So that is a huge saving cost as well. Next up is one of my absolute favorites is this Jennifer Taylor option. It has the perfect curvature to it in my opinion. This is a CB2 Crate and Barrel style dupe as well. So if you wanted to get that same look for less, this is definitely the option that I would check out. I personally love it. Again, I love going with different textures and tones for sofas, and velvet can still be very comfortable. I also find it's kind of actually a lot easier to keep clean than you would think, and I love the color on this because it's not super light, so you don't have to worry about it getting super dirty. Next up is the Mario Capasa feathers. This is another one that I have purchased myself for a client before. This one is just super comfortable. If you guys are looking for something that is just extra cozy and a little bit more on the softer loungy side, this is gonna be an option for you. Now, if you're looking for something that's a little bit more firm, I would not recommend this one. It's all about personal preference in terms of like sofas and stuff. Definitely check out like the reviews and look them up a little bit more if you're wondering about the comfort level. But this one in particular, again, I feel like falls a little bit more on the softer side. Now, I do think it's a great option. I think it's offered at a really great price point and the quality is great. It's also very easy to keep clean. So if that's something that you're worried about, this would be the great option for you. All right, moving into the curved sofa look. This has been a trend that's been absolutely everywhere recently, and in my personal opinion, I think that these are really great to have. My mom had a curved sofa back in the 80s, so you see that the trends come back around, and to me, this like style is still super timeless, and it's a really easy way to give that elevated look to a space without spending a ton of money. If you just add this to the space, it is going to elevate the look so much. You don't have to do too much else. Everything else will just kind of like fit in perfectly together, but I personally love this sectional option as well. Another great thing about these is if you wanted to do like that 2 sofa look, you can separate the sectional and have one sofa on this side, one sofa on the other side, and have a coffee table in the middle. I love that look as well. So when you think about it, you can kind of get like 2 sofas for one, which makes this even more affordable of an option to check out. All right, this olive green curved sofa is one of my absolute favorites. Another makeover I did on this channel that you guys loved was featuring an olive green sofa, and I feel like it's just such a beautiful statement piece to have, as well as if you're like me and you're not like a huge fan of incorporating a lot of color, you can do so by using a sofa like this and then you're good to go. You don't have to add any more color. You can keep everything pretty neutral and it will look amazing. Again, this is by Polly & Bark, so you know it's gonna be super comfortable. I love the pillow detailing on it as well. To be honest, I would probably swap out the pillows for something else just to give it more of an elevated look, but still all in all a really great option. All right, and next up, another favorite from Polly & Bark. I shared this one not too long ago, but I've gotten a lot of questions about the sofa that you guys see here behind me. Unfortunately, this specific sofa is no longer sold by the brand. However, it is still available in this leather if that is something that you would be interested in. So I was kind of like on the hunt for a kind of like get the look of this sofa for less. That's when I stumbled upon this one from Polly & Bark. It's just like that classic cigar sofa look, but it's got like more of like a vintagey look to the leather. Again, I absolutely love this sofa. It is so beautiful. I definitely think it would be a great option, especially if you want to go the leather route, which again just kind of holds up a little bit longer over time. Obviously, leather is going to be a little bit durable and have more of a longevity than something that is cloth, but it's just all in your like personal preference as well as in your budget. Obviously, the leather is going to run you a little bit more expensive. If you stick with the cloth, you could probably find something a lot cheaper, but again, it's all personal preference. For me, sometimes I'll just go with the leather option because I know I can like keep it forever and I don't have to worry about replacing it or any issues with the cloth. And then last but not least, one of my favorite styles is the Mario Bellini. I absolutely love the Mario Bellini inspired sofas, and they tend to be super expensive. Like, they're still a couple $1,000s even for the lookalikes. So when I saw this one on Amazon, I freaked out a little bit because to me, the price point is amazing. This is one of the lowest prices I've seen for this, for it still to look very high quality and very similar to the Mario ones. Usually you can find one that's a little bit more on the cheaper end, but the curvature to it is not exactly how it should be. So this one to me is very similar. The price point is amazing, and if you look it up, people have said amazing things about it. So if you've been like kind of on the hunt for this one, I suggest it. I've had a similar couch to this too. One thing that I will say is I know they look super cute, but they are actually so comfortable to sit on. The backrest provides just like the perfect amount of support with still being like very soft and comfortable. So I love that as a great option as well. All right guys, those were my top 10 sofa picks from Amazon. Don't forget to let me know in the comments down below any other brands you would like for me to feature on this channel. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up letting me know you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!